las 2 dosis antes del 30 de septiembre. No bajemos la guardia. Vamos andando, Panamá.
El Ministerio de Educación, SER TV y su emisora Radio Nacional AM y FM, conscientes de la importancia de la educación en nuestro país, presentan Alfa-Beta Radio. Un nuevo espacio para que estés informado acerca de los proyectos y programas del Ministerio de Educación. Alfa-Beta Radio. Aclararemos tus dudas y te brindaremos información oficial y detallada. Alfa-Beta Radio, los lunes desde las 4:30 de la mañana y su retransmisión los lunes 8:30 de la noche. Reporta tu sintonía al WhatsApp 6949-1861. Para más orientación en los temas educativos. Alfa-Beta Radio por Nacional 101.7 FM. Noviembre, mes de la patria. Nacional 101.7, Crisol 106.9 FM, Radio Nacional 840 AM, junto a SER TV y Meduca, presentan Conéctate con la Estrella. Estamos comprometidos con la formación pedagógica de la niñez panameña.
Conéctate con la Estrella, es el proyecto de todos. Y si cantamos a coro todo el mundo, edúcate.
Suena el timbre de 10º grado. Conéctate con la Estrella. Somos más educación.
Hey, welcome everyone. Today is just a great day and we're very happy to be here today with all of you. I just want to welcome everyone in Panama. This is your time. This is your favorite moment during the day. And I'm glad your broadcaster, Mr. Arjona, who's ready here to give it all. Today, we have great and interesting topics for you guys. So do not forget to grab your notebook, pen, and pencil. You are going to be taking some notes. All the information that is going to be provided is going to be very useful for you. We want you to participate, to engage. Our social media is just on. Do not forget that we're through FM and Crisol Nacional FM, which we have available Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. But we do have a WhatsApp number in which you guys can practice and interact with your teachers. This afternoon, I have the great honor to be sharing the stage with Professor Josita. How are you doing, teacher?
I'm doing great. You know why? Because it's Friday and I can start this interesting class with our faithful audience. I mean, they're always with us, participating and, you know, making this moment the best moment. Okay, so we, as Teacher Arjona said, we got great topics for you guys. So you are going to enjoy vocabulary, grammar lessons, and we know that you will love it. Okay, and I want to say hello, teacher, because we got people here saying hello, teachers. I want to say hello to GC Defesi.
GC Defesi is right here. Great.
Hello, GC.
Welcome,
also, we got Jolette Marlene.
Welcome,
hello,
Jolette.
Arjona.
Hey, hello. Welcome.
GC, also, good afternoon. Good afternoon, GC. Nancy Mariluz. Hello, teachers. Hello, Nancy. And also, Saldana Lisbeth. So, you are ready to start with this great topic.
Teacher, without any further ado, let's get started with 10th graders.
Wow.
The topic is the following.
Okay.
Have a look at and pay attention to this topic. Causes, effects, and prevention of environmental pollution.
Wow.
Today we're going to speak about this interesting topic. We should be aware. Taking care of our environment is the number one thing to do. It's our responsibility to take care of it. Our planet that God has given us to live in is crucial. Therefore, we must take care of it. The planet, the earth that we have. So, having understood, having said or repeated the topic, I would like to introduce the objectives for this class. Objective number one, you students will be able to explain the causes and effects of pollution in the environment. Number two, you guys will be able to promote environmental awareness in the community. You guys have to campaign, you gotta promote it. Use your social media, any means of communication you may have to promote that particular topic, which is very interesting. Having read or understood the objective, I would like to explain also the success criteria. This success criteria, it's an achievement indicator of what you guys will be doing at the end of this lesson. Number one, Teacher Yosida, our students can provide suggestions to avoid environmental pollution.
Wow.
Number two, I can use simple and compound sentences when speaking and writing.
That's great.
So two different type of sentences, simple but also compound, and you will able to use them when it's speaking and writing, spoken and written, in other words.
Great.
Teacher, what about introducing our favorite segment?
That would be great.
Do you agree with me? You want to introduce
I
that?
totally agree.
Yeah, definitely. Our favorite segment, it's Did You Know? People who live in places with high levels of air pollutants have a 20% higher risk of death
Wow.
from lung cancer than people who live in less polluted areas. Allow me to explain it a little bit and break it down. Teacher, do you realize how harmful and dangerous it's air pollution?
I know.
20% is a higher number that people
Definitely.
can die from lung cancer. All the smoke that you see coming from vehicles, from big factories, it's definitely affecting the air. The
Exactly.
air, it's what we all breathe, and it's sometimes polluted because of what the factories are using with chemicals and pollutants. Imagine, we have to have less polluted areas.
So, teacher, when we talk about places, that would be here in the city. Okay, so that is that will be the difference between living in a city and living in the countryside. Yeah.
Gotta agree with you, teacher. Spot on, spot on. Very good. Now, I think, teacher, it's time to introduce new words
That's
so our
great.
students can really understand the topic. I want you to do me a big favor. I want you to repeat every time I pronounce the word or words. I want you to practice at home. So repeat. Global warming.
Global warming,
Number 2, climate change.
climate change,
Number 3, fossil fuels.
fossil fuels,
Word number 4, which is the one we're speaking about, environment.
environment,
Number 5, pollution.
pollution,
Number 6, this is one type of pollution, water pollution.
water pollution,
Water pollution.
water pollution.
Good. Number 7, it's the one we speak about in
Yes.
our Did You Know segment. Air pollution.
Air pollution,
Number 8, noise pollution.
noise pollution,
Number 9, it's soil pollution.
soil pollution,
10, biodiversity.
biodiversity,
11, ecosystem.
ecosystem,
Ecosystem.
ecosystem,
Last but not least, number 12, degradation.
degradation.
So, teacher, these are the words that are related to the topic that we're looking at today.
Yes.
So why don't we introduce a very short practice for our audience, since I know they have been waiting for this moment. Do you agree? Do you want
I
me to
agree.
present?
They will love
Let's
it.
go ahead. So what is the practice, teacher? It's a matching activity.
Exactly.
So in this matching activity, our students are asked to match the words with the following pictures. So you guys have 6 different words with 6 different images. You gotta match the word with the image. I have 6 pictures here. I see in one where people have thrown garbage onto the soil or ground. Then I see one picture which is very dried. It looks like the desert. It's really
Okay.
dried. Then I see a person covering his ears. Maybe
Yeah.
the volume or the sound is too high that the person cannot manage that, you know, and that sound teacher comes from even from transportation. Maybe
yeah.
people having big fiestas, having parties with loud music. So, you know, this is what I see. But I also see teacher like that's an area where I see big factories, you know, and you see that from the releasing, you know, perhaps smoke. They're
yeah.
working on something there, and that goes directly into the air. So
Okay.
let's see what our viewers and listeners would like to say about it.
Let's just remind them that they can just send the number with the letter of the picture that they consider describes the word or the words, okay? And I want to say hello to those joining the class because
For
we
sure.
got a lot of people joining our classes. We got Jahaira Santa Maria.
Welcome,
Hello,
Jahaira.
Also, we got Clarita.
Welcome,
02
Clarita.
2020. And also we got Molo Margarita, one of our, you know,
very
faithful,
faithful.
yeah, participant here. Okay,
That's
hello.
awesome. That's awesome.
Yes, so let's see our audience. They are thinking about the answers. Remember, just send the number with the letter, okay, that you consider that it's the picture that you consider describes the word.
Yeah, you could tell us whether number 1 it's letter A or B, or number 3 letter A or B. You guys can decide on this one, you know, to start matching the activities.
Hello, Clarita. She's saying hello, teachers.
Hello, Clarita. Teacher, I will go ahead and
Okay.
present the students a challenge.
Okay.
It's time for a challenge. I want to
that's
challenge
great.
our students. Okay? So the challenge is the following. Where is air pollution coming from? I have 4 pictures with 4 different numbers. 1, 2, 3, and 4. You have to tell me where is air pollution coming from. Okay, number 1, I see this is like a building where companies are building
Yes.
and using different machines there to build it up. Number 2, I see cars, buses, airplanes. Number 3, I see a volcano erupting. And number 4, I see water, drinking water, getting to, you know, into an area that it doesn't seem to be that clean. So
Okay.
where is air pollution coming from? Tell us. Where is air pollution coming from? For number 1,
Just send
number
the
2,
numbers.
3, and the numbers. Yeah,
With
you
the
only need to
pictures.
send the number. You say, teacher, number 1, and I will say yes or no if air pollution is coming from this area or not. All right, so you can just do so. That's a challenge. I'm gonna give you some time to think about it so we can, you know, just go ahead on this one. All right?
Teacher, but if they consider that 2 of the pictures it will be describing air pollution, so they can send both
2,
numbers.
3, or 4 numbers.
Yes.
It's up to them. You can send the numbers.
Okay, we got an answer from, first I want to say hello to Luis Gar, 0602.
Hello, Luis.
Also, we got Jolette Marlene. She's saying, I think that come from 1 and 2. So picture 1 and 2.
And that's totally
Those
correct.
pictures, yeah.
And that's totally correct.
And we got also Nancy Marie Luz sending the number 2. Also Luis Gar sending number 2.
Correct.
Okay,
Very
so great job, guys.
Great job. And
as
even number
usual.
3, because the volcano erupting, those gases release into the air, the smoke coming from the volcano.
Oh,
All right?
interesting.
Very good. Teacher, let's continue with one more practice. What do you think? Now our students are asked to identify whether the picture, it's number 1, it's soil pollution or light pollution. Number 2, we have soil pollution and noise pollution. The number 3, we have land pollution or water pollution. So you guys have to choose whether the pictures are A or B. So teacher, you see that we'll be more than happy to read all your comments, you
Exactly.
know, and your answers. Remember, have a look at the picture. Picture number 1, I see a big city and all the lights are on. Teacher,
Exactly.
is that soil pollution or light pollution? Number 2, I see, teacher, kind of a ground, but there is a lot of garbage on top of it, right? It seems to be very polluted, that area. It's very polluted. Then number 3, I see water which has not a clear, you know,
It's not clean,
component. It's not
yeah.
clean. I see the water.
You cannot drink it.
You cannot drink it. It's not drinking water for you guys. So tell us and send us your answers by, you know, stating whether number 1 is A or B, number 2 A or B, or number 3 A or B. All right. I know
Okay.
you guys are still thinking about it. Take your
Yeah, for
time
sure.
to do so you can go ahead, you know, on this one. We're gonna try to wait a little bit. on
Okay,
the-
we get Luis Gard with number 1, but Luis, I don't know if you're sending an answer from the previous
the previous practice or the
Yeah.
one that we're
or
presenting.
the one that we are presenting. If it's the one that we're presenting, remember you have to send us the number with the letter.
Tell us,
Okay.
Luis, if number 1 is A or
with
B.
with the option that you consider is the correct one.
Exactly. Number 2, let's say if it's A or B, or number 3 if it's A or B. You guys decide on this one so you're able to identify, because this practice is based on types of pollutions, you know, that we have. All right?
Okay, Luis is sending his answers. Number 1A.
Correct.
Well, that will be B, light pollution.
light pollution,
yes.
yeah.
And also number 2B. No, that would be soil pollution.
Soil, because you see the soil.
Yeah, and 3, okay, water. Yeah.
Yeah,
3,
excellent. Number 3 is water pollution, right?
yes.
Good, excellent, great job. Keep on trying. You guys are getting there. Very good job. Now, time is up
Time is up.
for 10th graders. We're gonna continue. Stay tuned, stay there, don't move.
Don't move. We're
11
coming
and
with
12
11
graders.
and 12. Interesting topic, so stay there.
Exactly.
Mi nombre es Zulma Cano, instructora de la Cruz Roja Panameña. Al reconocer una emergencia debemos tener presentes los principios de acción de emergencia, revisar, llamar y atender. Revisamos el lugar para saber si el área es segura y si existen peligros potenciales en contra de nosotros. ¿Qué sucedió? ¿Cuántas personas hay involucradas? ¿Existe alguien más en el lugar capacitado para ayudarnos? Revisamos a la persona, respiración y si tiene algún tipo de sangrado. Verificamos el estado de conciencia. Señor, señora, señora. Si es necesario llamar al sistema médico de emergencia, debemos estar preparados para responder las siguientes preguntas. ¿Dónde ocurrió la emergencia? ¿Qué sucedió? El teléfono y nombre de quien está atendiendo. Una descripción de qué fue lo que pasó. Al atender a la persona, debemos procurar no hacer más daño. Poner a la persona en una posición segura. Identificarnos y decirle a la persona, estamos aquí para ayudarle. Atienda a la persona de acuerdo a su conocimiento y capacitación.
Si quieres saber más de este y otros temas de primeros auxilios, contáctanos por WhatsApp al 6211-8643 o escríbenos a capacitación@cruzroja.org.pa.
Conéctate con la estrella, es el proyecto de todos. Y si cantamos a coro todo el mundo, edúcate, edúcate, edúcate. Conéctate, conéctate, conéctate.
Somos el futuro de la patria.
Suena el timbre de 11º grado. Conéctate con la estrella. Somos más educación.
Welcome back. This time, this is a class for 11th graders and those who want to be, participating in our class. And during these 20 minutes, me, Teacher Yosira, I'm going to be in charge of this class. And Teacher Hosanna is going to be here with me, helping me to, teach you any vocabulary and things that we consider will be useful for you for the future to improve your communicative skills, okay? We got a very interesting topic, Teacher Hosanna.
We do.
And I know that you got interesting insights about this topic and you will help me a lot with this. The importance of healthy habits for self-caring during the pandemic, exercise and sports. Look at that. Very interesting. Exercise and exports. Okay, great. Okay, let's see the objectives. Okay, we're gonna start with the objectives. Okay, it says to identify the difference between doing exercise and practicing sports, because sometimes we think that it is the same thing, and it's not. Okay, these are physical activities, but they got something different. Okay, to list the advantages of doing exercise and practicing sports, to express ideas with phrasal verbs. We pray to get there. Okay, we're gonna do it. The success criteria, as Teacher Arjona used to say, this is what we're going to achieve at the end of this topic. What you can say that you can do. Actually, it says, I can name the difference between doing exercise and practicing sports. I can talk about the advantages of doing exercise and practicing sports. I can apply phrasal verbs when speaking. Okay, look at that, very interesting. And we got our favorite segment, Teacher Arjona. Did you know?
Great.
Okay, it says, in 2018, it was the first participation of Panama in a World Soccer Cup. Look at that. Did you know that?
It brings me a lot of memories, teacher.
Yeah, me too. Okay, that's great. We got vocabulary, because this is the way that we can go through the topic and you may understand much better what we're saying. Okay, it says, word number 1, remember that you can participate, pronouncing the words at home. Sport. Number 2, exercise.
Exercise.
Number 3, basketball.
Basketball.
Number 4, football.
Football.
Number 5, cricket.
Cricket.
Talking about cricket, I can say that this particular sport is practiced in countries in Europe, in England, or countries that are part of the United Kingdom, okay? And it is played with a lot of equipment, a bat, a flat bat, a ball with the size of a tennis ball, and there are 11 people in each team. Okay,
Wow.
It's a very interesting sport. And we continue with the vocabulary, soccer.
Soccer.
People love that word, soccer. And let's continue with more words. We got weightlifting. Weightlifting. So that is when when a person lifts weight, okay, from the floor, to a heavy weight from the floor to extend, to the outside. Yeah. Cycling, which is riding a bike. Jogging, okay, which is running but not too fast. We got also running, dancing, which is part of exercising, and stretching, okay, which is when we move our body or a part of our body. Sometimes we do it when practicing yoga, and also to warm before we do any exercise or sport. Okay. Wow. Teacher, we got a match. People like to practice. Our audience, they love to practice. So let's see the match. Yes, teacher.
Before introducing the match, we have Yayi Cardoso and Leo Velasco joining our classes.
Okay, hello,
Greetings
Daddy.
to you both.
Yes. Okay, we got 5 words, Teacher Arjona. Let's read the words for those who are just listening to our class. Number 1, basketball. Number 2, weightlifting. Number 3, jogging. Number 4, soccer. And number 5, stretching. Okay. And let's see, we got 5 pictures, 5 letters, A, B, C, D, E. Let's describe some of the pictures for those who are just listening. In picture A, we can see people going fast, okay, like in a park, practicing. In picture B, we can see people practicing yoga. In picture C, we can see a person lifting a heavy weight. In picture D, we can see a man rolling a ball with his foot. And in picture E, we can see a person handling a ball, but with his hand, okay? So these are the pictures, A, B, C, D, E. And we got the 5 words, as I said before: basketball, weightlifting, jogging, soccer, stretching, okay? So you can send us the number with the letter of the picture that you consider describes the word, okay? So Teacher Arjona is going to be reading your comments. So teacher, you let me know if someone wants to participate during the class.
I just want to greet Rafaga de Viento, who
Rafaga de Viento
has
is here.
joined our class.
Hello.
Yeah, and everyone who's been with us today. Great
Yes.
job. Do not forget that the teacher has already explained that the matching activity is just about matching the number with the image.
Exactly.
So if you are sure that number 1 it's letter B or C, you can send the number and the letter as well.
It's already on the screen, so you can send us the number with the letter, yes. Talking about this topic, as I said before, something that people will learn is the difference between exercise, the word exercise, and the word sport, okay? When we say exercise, that will be engage in physical activity to sustain or improve health and fitness, okay? So we do physical activity in order to improve our health and fitness, okay? That is exercise. Sport, when we say sports, a competitive physical activity, okay? So we do it because we want to, because it involves physical activity, physical ability and skills, okay? We are not just doing exercise, we're also we're in a competition, and it involves that we practice, we do physical ability, and also we need to have some skills in order to do it correctly.
Teacher, from the previous practice, the matching activity,
Okay.
I have Nancy Mariluz.
Mariluz.
And she says that number 1, it's letter E.
So let's see. Number 1, letter E, basketball. Yes,
Yeah,
that's
excellent.
right. That's
Excellent, Nancy.
right. Nancy, great job. Okay, so as I was saying, the difference between the word exercise, remember, it's about physical activity. However, we do it because we want to improve health and fitness. And sport is a competitive physical activity. So we gotta practice, referring to these words. So let's see the practice. We have to say if the answer is, or the picture describes A, doing exercise, or B, practicing sports, okay? So you have to send us, as usual, the number with the letter, okay? So in picture A, where we can see people practicing yoga. So do you consider that A, doing exercise, or B, practicing sport? In picture number 2, we can see a player, for a basketball player. So tell us, do you consider that is A, doing exercise, or B, practicing sports, okay? And in picture 3, we can see a man with a bat practicing baseball. That would be baseball. So tell us, A, doing exercise, or B, practicing sports, okay? Remember, you have to send us the number with the letter. Teacher Arjona is going to be reading your comments. Yes, teacher.
Speaking about comments and students participating, Nancy went back to the previous practice, which is the vocabulary 1,
Okay.
and then the matching activity. And then she says that number 2 is letter C.
Let me check that.
Number 2 is weightlifting.
Weightlifting.
Number 2.
C. Yeah,
right.
great job, Nancy.
You
yes.
do this at the gym, teacher, at the gym. You lift weight. You
Yes.
lift weight. Very
That's
good.
right. Okay, so let's go back to the practice that I was presenting.
Yeah.
Yes.
We do have an answer from Mr. Rafaga de Viento.
Okay, that
So
will be for this one or the previous one?
The one that you just explained
Okay,
about
great.
about doing exercise or practicing sports.
Okay,
And he says 1, letter A,
great.
number 2, letter B,
Yes,
and number 3, letter B as well.
that's great, Rafa.
Excellent, Rafaga. You are as fast as wind.
Yeah, that's right. So let's continue with the topic explanation, talking about sports, okay? It says that some interesting insights here. It says some sports like cricket require the use of a lot of equipment. I said that before. Also, most sports are played with a round object. I mean, when we say a round object, we're talking about a ball.
A ball.
Okay.
Which his shape is kind of a circle
Yeah.
or a round object, as you said.
Exactly. Thank you. It says some sports such as football and cricket are really popular in the United Kingdom, but not in the USA. But we have to say something here about this important information. It says such as football and cricket. But it says football, but we know that the football that they are referring to, it's soccer, the one that we call soccer, because football in United States, it is like, for talking about the Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl, yeah.
Yes. So that is the one that in USA is considered football, but soccer is the one that we like here in Panama and in United Kingdom.
Soccer is the one that we have a Panamanian soccer team.
Yes.
And it's mostly about like dribbling the ball, dribbling
the ball. Okay. Thank you.
Super Bowl is more like throwing the ball.
Throwing the ball, yes. And hitting people because I can see that.
Yeah.
Okay, in the USA, people often play basketball and baseball. Another important information here. Most countries put aside time to compete in a world sporting events. So people, countries like allowed to send people to compete in world sporting events. Nowadays, people with any kind of disability are also encouraged to participate in sports. Look
So
at that.
practice sports is very inclusive.
Yes, exactly. That's right. Okay, we got the benefits of doing exercise, Teacher Hosanna. Which are those benefits? Okay, let's see. Reduce your risk to have heart attack. Very important. We can see that right now, people are having these kind of problems, problems with the heart. So about when we feel stress, we can have these kind of problems. So we have to be careful, and doing exercise, that is the correct way to avoid that. Manage your weight better, okay? Make you feel better with more energy, a better mood, so we feel happy, not sad or angry, relax, and we can sleep better, okay? Also, when we do exercise, we block negative thoughts or distract you from daily worries. What is that? Important.
Yeah.
Give an opportunity to increase social contact. Lower the levels of chemicals in your brain. So these are the benefits of doing exercise, people. This is very important.
Teacher, one of the benefits I have experienced is like when I'm stressed out,
Yes.
like I go to the gym, I do exercise,
I
and
know.
I release all the stress I may have. So this
Yes.
is a very important benefit that we get from doing exercise, as well as blocking negative
Avoiding your
thoughts.
chances to get a heart attack.
Exactly, or even a stroke.
Yes, true. Very important. Okay, let's go. Let's continue. We're going to practice, but this time just we have to look at the pictures and choose the type of sport that we can see in the picture, okay? We got number 1, if it's A or B, football or baseball, okay? We can see, yes, as you were saying, this is in picture number 1, we can see an sport that is usually play in United States. That's the one that you were mentioning before, that we threw the ball, okay, and people hit each other. In picture number 2, we can see the one that I explained before, that is using a flat bat and with a ball, and you have to hit the ball. If it's A, football, or B, cricket. And in the picture number 3, we can see people riding a bike. So what is that? A, cycling, or B, dancing. So you have to tell us the answer. Send us the number and the letter. Teacher Hosanna is going to be here reading your comments and answers if you have.
Yes, I'm inviting everyone to participate in this one. Very simple, very easy. Teacher Josita has done a great job by describing the pictures. And we just want you guys to send us whether number 1, 2, or 3, it's A or B. So we can, read aloud your comments. And I know that you guys are participating on this one as well.
Yeah, teacher, thank you very much. And anything that you want to say, we are here to listen to you. Remember, this is your moment to practice English, okay? Yes, teacher Hosanna.
Yeah, I do have answers right here. So I would like you to verify with me. Number 1, A.
Okay, let me see it. Number 1, A. Yeah, football.
Great. Number 2, B.
Yeah, cricket.
Number 3, letter A.
Yes,
cycling.
cycling.
But also GC the faces coming up with answers.
Great.
1A, 2B, and 3A.
Excellent, GC.
Greetings to Punike and Giselle, who are also joining our classes.
Yeah, great job. Time is up, teacher.
Oh, really? Can't believe it, teacher.
Great topic. I know that our participants, they learned a lot from this topic, and we're coming with more, with another very interesting topic, okay, that we know that you will enjoy it. So stay tuned.
Stay there, don't move.
Seniors, we're coming with you.
Stay there.
Al reconocer una emergencia por quemada, lo primero que debemos hacer son los 3 principios de acción de emergencia: revisar, llamar, atender. ¿Revisar qué? Que el área sea segura tanto para nosotros como para la persona a la que vamos a atender. Llamar en caso de que necesitemos ayuda adicional de un servicio de emergencias. ¿Y cómo procedemos a atender? De la siguiente manera. Primero que todo, nuestro equipo de bioseguridad. Debemos ponernos guantes. Luego procedemos a alejar a la persona de la fuente de calor para que no se siga quemando. Enfriamos la quemada con agua a temperatura ambiente por al menos 10 minutos. Si es necesario más tiempo, se continúa. Si hay aparición de ampollas, no las revienten. Déjenlas tal cual están. Luego de que la quemadura se ha enfriado, procedemos a cubrir con gasas o un trapo limpio y vendamos, pero que quede un vendaje flojo, no demasiado apretado. Si la quemada es muy profunda o es muy extensa, entonces llevamos al paciente a un servicio de emergencia para atención adicional.
Si quieres saber más de este y otros temas de primeros auxilios, contáctanos por WhatsApp al 6211-8643 o escríbenos a capacitación@cruzroja.org.pa.
Conéctate con Estrella, es el proyecto de todos. Y si cantamos a coro todo el mundo, edúcate, edúcate, edúcate. Conéctate, conéctate, conéctate.
Somos el futuro de la patria.
Suena el timbre de 12º grado. Conéctate con la estrella. Somos más educación.
Hey, we are back, 12th graders, our seniors. Welcome once again. We're ready to give it all and provide you with a great topic. This is such a fresh topic for you guys. Teacher Josita will introduce the topic soon, so I will not mention it today. I just want to remind you all guys that we are through Crisol and Nacional FM. We do have Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, WhatsApp, and YouTube, where you guys can listen and watch our classes today. It's your time. Take advantage of it. Get your notebook, your device, take notes, and be ready to participate. Teacher Josita, they're all ears.
Yes, thank you, Teacher Hosanna. Yes, as you said, as you mentioned, we got a very interesting topic. We know that people love to hear about this. Devices to communicate among families and friends during the COVID-19 lockdown. And you know why it is very interesting? It's because, sometimes adults specifically, they think that it is not necessary to use devices, to use cell phones. Sometimes we say like, oh, it is not important. I mean, I can see my family, I can go there. But after this pandemic, during this pandemic, we have understood the importance of having a cell phone, having a tablet, a computer at home. So that is the correct way to have internet in order to communicate and see other people. Okay, that is why this topic is very interesting. Okay, so let's go with the learning objectives for this class. It says students will be able to identify devices to communicate among families and friends during the pandemic. Students will be able to classify ideas into facts and opinions. Look at that.
Good.
The students will be able to compare and contrast two or more things. Very interesting.
Great topic, yeah.
Okay. The success criteria, what you're going to achieve, what you can say that you know after this topic. It says, I can name devices to communicate among families and friends during the pandemic. I can express ideas about facts and opinions, and I can compare and contrast two or more things. Okay? So let's move on, Teacher Arjona, with the vocabulary.
Yes.
Okay? We got number 1, devices.
Devices.
Tablet.
Tablet.
Smartphone.
Smartphone.
Cell phone.
Cell phone.
Computer.
Computer.
Keep in touch.
Keep in touch.
When we say keep in touch, is to continue communicating with other.
Good.
And let's move on. We got more words. Video call.
Video call.
Facebook Live.
Facebook Live.
Fact.
Fact.
Compare.
Compare.
Contrast.
Contrast.
Pandemic.
Pandemic.
So these are the words that we need to know in order to go through this topic. And we got a match. We got a match. Remember, as usual, in order to, to evaluate how much have we learned with the words here, the vocabulary, we got our match. We got 5 words. It says, number 1, computer. Number 2, cell phone. Number 3, video call. Number 4, pandemic. And number 5, compare. Okay? So we got 5 pictures in A with letters A, B, C, D, and E. Okay? In picture A, just, describing the pictures for those who are just listening to the class. In picture A, we can see people wearing a mask, a face mask, like us right now. Okay? In picture B, we can see a person holding 2 apples. One is red and the other one is green. In picture C, we can see a device that we use a lot to make phone calls and to chat. In letter D, we can see a device, I would say, something that got on the screen, a keyboard, CPU. So we use it a lot to do work if we want to send something. If we want to have a meeting, this is a very good device. We can say a big screen. In letter E, we can see 2 people communicating during real time. Okay, real time. Okay, so we got 5 words here: computer, cell phone, video call, pandemic, and compare. You can send us, remember, the number with the letter. Okay, Teacher Arjona is gonna be reading your comments in order to check how much do you understand from this topic. Okay,
exactly. Don't forget that the teacher is asking you to match the words with the letters. So if you consider the number 1, it's letter E or B, just write the number and the letter, and we're gonna rate your comments. I know that you guys are working on it. You are still thinking, which is awesome.
About the answers,
so
yes.
yeah, just go ahead and welcome everyone. The teacher will continue developing the topic, and I'm going to be reading the comments.
Yes, I'm going to read, going to the topic explanation. It says the importance of staying connected. Important insights here. It says use phones, computers, and tablets to stay in touch. Hearing a friendly, familiar voice or reading a message from people who care about help us to feel more connected. This is very, true, Teacher Hona. Yes.
Yeah, why don't we go back to the previous practice?
Okay.
Because we do have an answer.
Okay.
So you would like to verify number 1, letter D.
Okay, let's see. Computer, yeah, D.
Number 2, letter C.
Okay, great.
Number 3, letter E.
3E, video call, right.
Number 4, letter A.
Pandemic, yes.
And last but not least, number 5, letter B.
Excellent.
Excellent, Ráfaga de Viento. Congratulations.
Yes, thank you. Okay, so as I was talking about the importance of staying connected, say we might not feel confident or comfortable with video technology. That's something that I was saying before, that sometimes as adults we think that it's not important to use technology, but it is right now. To use Skype, Zoom, and WhatsApp video in order to see a friendly, familiar face can help us both sides to stay more connected. Also, there are a vast number of online communities. This is very interesting to share, Hona, because it says that sometimes we can join a group of people that has the same interest. Okay,
Imagine.
it is a similar interest community, such as football. It could be about sports, that's what we were talking about before, particular health condition, okay, fitness, politics, local areas, cooking, relationships, and a specific kind of music, okay? So we can join communities that got the same interest. So this is very important, okay? And we got a question, Teacher Arjona. We got a question to our audience. And it says, what device do you usually use to keep in touch with your family and friends? What device do you use, Teacher Arjona? Can you share with us this?
Oh, for sure. I'd be more than glad
Your
to do so.
experience?
To communicate with my family, I use mostly my cell phone, but also I use my laptop to have meetings, Zoom meetings.
With your family and friends?
Yeah, with friends also. Yeah, definitely.
That's great. Me,
By
I
the
would
way,
say-
teacher, I am invited to a wedding in Mexico. Yeah, and it will be through Zoom. So I will be joining that wedding through Zoom.
Oh, that's
In November.
great.
So this
a
is
wedding.
a wedding through Zoom. I will
So
just
you can participate in the wedding.
talk to
through Zoom.
the couple and all the attendees and everyone there. And this is only possible, teacher, because of technology.
Yeah, that's right.
As
That's
you said,
true.
people having the same interest, sharing, ideas and connected from worldwide around the world.
Exactly. And we got another question. How do you usually keep in touch with your family and friends? So we got several options here. It says Facebook Live or Instagram Live as well. Video call. So you do video calls. So you make a video call with your family and friends. Chat or virtual meeting. Okay. So we got these options and we want to know your experiences, your personal experiences about the devices that you use and also the ways that you use to keep in touch.
Jessie DeFesis wrote down on our Instagram, and she's a faithful participant. She said, like, all of the above, because she has a lot of siblings
Oh, interesting.
that she can communicate. Imagine.
So,
Oh,
as
Jessie
she got a
DeFesis,
lot of,
that's great that you have these devices available
of
to
siblings,
communicate.
yeah.
Yeah.
you need all those
Interesting.
devices.
Which one is your favorite? You
But which
mentioned
one- yeah.
you mentioned all of the above, but tell us which one is your favorite or the one that you use the most.
The ones that you use the most. Yeah, that will be good. Okay, so we will continue with our grammar explanation, talking about fact and opinion. Okay, so let's see. A fact is a statement that is true. Okay, that we cannot argue with that statement. Okay, because it's true. Yes, Teacher Juana.
Ráfaga de Viento says the chats and video calls mostly
Oh, great, Rafa.
to keep in touch.
To keep in touch. That's great.
Great, excellent.
Yes, as I was saying, talking about facts, okay, it's about statements that are true, okay, that we cannot argue with that. We cannot say that that is not correct, okay? So, an opinion, it's about someone's feelings or beliefs, okay? For example, when you say something that you prefer, that you like, so you show your interest or your feelings or beliefs about something, okay? So that is different. It is not the same when we listen to a fact than when we listen to an opinion, okay? And we got examples. It is a fact when we say the sun is hot. B is the second letter in the alphabet. That is a fact. Friday is the day after Thursday. So that is a fact, okay? We see the opinion, it's different, okay? If I say I prefer red or I like the red one, so that is my opinion. That is, or I consider that what you say is correct, so that is an opinion, okay?
Or also for an opinion, I would say, this is beautiful when you could say this is not.
Exactly.
It's all about an opinion, right?
When we think that something is better than other things, so that would be an
a fact will be today it's Friday.
Yes.
That's
today.
a fact,
That's
right?
a fact.
Teacher, Jessie the Faces was answering to your question.
Okay.
Stating what's her favorite device to communicate, and her favorite one is her mobile phone.
Okay, my favorite. Yeah.
Mine too, definitely.
Mine too, yeah. Okay, we got a practice, Teacher Hosanna.
We do?
So
Great.
after explaining this topic about facts and opinions, so we want to listen to our, not to listen, to see what our audience understood about the topic.
Teacher,
okay?
but also listen, because they can be telling their family members the answers.
Yeah.
Out loud. We never know.
That's true. We never know. Okay, so we got 3 sentences. So we have to say if it's A, fact, or B, an opinion, okay? So let's read number 1. It says, we check our mobiles around 110 times a day. Look at that. We check our mobiles around 110 times a day. What is that? Fact or opinion? That is according to scientists. I have to mention that. In number 2, cell phones are better than laptops. When you say cell phones are better than laptops, what is that? A fact or an opinion? And in number 3, it says, the first mobile phone cost about $2,500 or $2,500. Look at that. So is that A, a fact, or B, an opinion? So send us your answers to this practice. Remember, just the number with the letter. We got 2 options. A, fact. B, opinion. Okay? Teacher Hosanna is going to be reading your answers. Okay?
I'll be more than happy to do so.
Yes, as I said in number 1, because people can get confused with this one, it says, we check our mobiles around 110 times a day, according to scientists, okay? And in number 2, cell phones are better than laptops. And in number 3, the first mobile phone costs about $2,500, yeah?
Teacher, we do have some answers already.
Okay, great.
Yeah, let's check them all. Number 1, letter A.
Fact, yes.
Number 2, letter B.
Great.
Number 3, letter A.
Fact.
Great.
Excellent
We
job.
have Jessie the Fesi.
Okay, Jessie.
Number 1A.
Okay, great.
Number 2B. And
Good.
number 3A.
Excellent.
You guys are awesome.
Yeah, great. So we can
Congratulations.
see that our job is done here.
Yeah,
Okay,
we
so
should retire.
Yeah. Okay, so let's continue with the next topic. I'm talking about compare and contrast. Sometimes when we want to,
Interesting.
when we want to compare things, it is difficult for us to express the ideas, okay? When we compare, it tells about similarities of 2 or more things, similar things, okay, or similar ideas about the 2 things that we are comparing. Contrast tells about the differences of 2 or more things, the differences. So let's remember this. Compare, similarities. Contrast, differences, okay? And we can do this through a double bubble map, okay? So you can make your own double bubble maps. It is a great way to organize your thoughts when you are comparing and contrasting 2 things. Also, in the middle, you write how the objects are alike. On the sides, number 3, it says, on the sides, you write how the objects are different. So you can make your own bubble. So let's show an example. For example, here we are comparing and contrasting oranges versus bananas. Oranges versus bananas, okay? So we can say on the sides, we're going to write what we consider are the differences, okay? For example, with the oranges, have seeds, it's orange, round, okay? With bananas, we say yellow, long, not round, but long, doesn't have seed, okay? So in the middle, we're going to write the similarities. Look at that. Fruit, so they are both fruits. Can eat it, so we can eat an orange, we can eat a banana. Have to peel it, so in order to eat it, we need to peel it before, okay? So these are the similarities between oranges and bananas, okay? So you can do your own bubble map, you know, comparing things. That is the assignment. It says create your own bubble map by comparing and contrasting tablets and smartphones. Look at that. Yes.
Yeah, I want to ask our audience to send us your answers. Do you like this topic of comparing and contrasting? Tell us, do you learn something new when the teacher explained all about this? Tell us, do you learn something new about compare and contrasting? Is it interesting? Let us know, please, through the chat.
Okay, yes, that's true. We got an assignment, as I said before, create your own bubble map by comparing and contrasting tablets and smartphones. So remember to put aside the things that you consider are the differences between tablets and smartphones. And in the middle, what you consider is are the similarities between tablets and smartphones, okay? So in this way, you can practice this important topic. And we got a classroom in which you get access to this information. The password 5W36FGK. That's the password 5W36FGK. Okay, so time is up, teacher.
Time is up.
We finished for today. We complete this topic. So
Conéctate con Estrella, es el proyecto de todos. Y si cantamos a coro todo el mundo, edúcate, edúcate, edúcate. Conéctate, conéctate, conéctate.
Somos el futuro de la patria.
Nuestra identidad, lo que nos define como nación libre e independiente. Todo por la gloria panameña. Camino al Bicentenario. A continuación, Noticiero Nacional Vespertino.
Nacional y Crisol FM te informan nuevas medidas de restricciones